What is up? Welcome to Under the Rim, the Drinkin' Bros college basketball show. I am your host, Rob Fox, joined by the always enthusiastic, always on top of the world, Dan Regester.
No, I'm actually excited. It's been a minute since we've done a college basketball show.
It's been a minute, yeah.
I think it's because of our own laziness.
I don't think it's laziness. It's like baseball. There's not a lot to report on week in and week out.
But it's starting to get to be our time.
It is starting to get to. I mean, we're a week away from March. We're a week
January,
away.
February. Izzo?
No. Well,
No,
maybe.
Maybe not this year.
They're a top 30 Ken Pom team.
They're on a pretty bad skid right now.
Yeah.
They just got housed by Iowa. So
I
don't think
team.
Michigan State's got the talent this year. So I don't think.
Well, they're not. What do you mean by talent? Like Michigan State. There's one thing for Michigan State to be like. I'm sorry, they're 36 in Ken Pom. I mean, they're 18-9.
You're a slave to numbers. We know this, but
I understand that
they don't pass the eye test, Rob.
Do they pass the eye test to be like a Sweet 16 team?
No.
Okay.
No, they're not getting out of the first weekend.
Weren't they the team that lost in the first four to UCLA?
Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so, if I recall that correctly.
Yeah.
And everyone picked Michigan State.
Of course.
Everyone was on Izzo's dick. I think that time has passed. I think you're right.
They just don't have the guys this year.
Do they? I mean, they haven't in like 3 or 4 years.
Usually
Since
Izzo,
Cassius.
that's the last great Michigan State team.
Well, that's a good one, I guess. I don't know, but I don't really care about Michigan State because, like you said, they ain't got it.
They ain't got it this year.
They ain't got it.
They got plenty of Big Ten teams we'd rather talk about.
Agreed. We'll talk about one in a minute, but
the title of the episode too is a team that probably we shouldn't talk about if it wasn't for this specific incident.
Props on him keeping them relevant, though.
That's really what it was.
Yeah.
It's like Juwan Howard, rather than just the media spinning this in Ann Arbor about how it's a disappointing season.
A really disappointing season.
It's just that, he goes to bat for his guys.
Yeah.
He's a fiery coach.
Right.
Yeah.
He'll get thrown out. He'll get thrown out of a game. He'll do whatever it takes to rally his dudes. He'll slap a 5'11" white guy in the head.
He'll do it while he's being held back.
Yeah. Hold me back. Hold me back.
Vintage NBA moment.
Oh, God.
He learned that from just decades in the NBA.
Is there anything worse than an NBA fight?
Unless it's the Mouse in the Palace.
That's different, though, because he was fighting fans, and it's Ron Artest. Unless it's Ron Artest or Latrell Sprewell, who both don't even play anymore. Is there? I mean, like, you've seen Shaq throw a punch. Even Shaq. Like, none of them are good.
I will give a shout-out to Ben Simmons choking out Karl Anthony Towns that one time.
Okay.
When they were on the ground.
Okay.
Took his back.
Yeah.
Decent form for a giant Aussie.
Do you think, speaking of...
On the ground.
Speaking of great college basketball players who are now pieces of shit... Well, they're pieces of shit in college, too, but they're huge pieces of shit in the NBA. Do you think either of the Morris twins would actually be a good fighter? Or are they just better at, like, punching you in the back of the head?
Well, they are some of my Philly brethren. So I don't want to say the wrong thing about the Morris twins.
Because you might be walking around Philadelphia one day and get punched in the back of the head.
Yeah, it could get back to them. We don't know.
Yeah.
And I have to ride for them. Anybody from Philly I have to ride for, even if they're just bad people. Or
Just like
not
legitimately
talented.
garbage.
Right, like I don't enjoy Kevin Hart or his comedy.
Right.
But he's from Philly.
But you got to ride for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I mean, like, I'll be like, yeah, man, Cedric the Entertainer's from St. Louis. I don't think Cedric the Entertainer's made me laugh like once, but I'll do it.
Kevin Hart plays arenas.
Yeah.
So does Cedric.
Cedric used to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a little
there's got to be something there.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I don't see it, but
it's fine. Not everything has to be for me. You know?
Right. Sometimes you just got to go by the numbers.
Yeah.
You're the Ken Pom guy.
Yeah.
You're the Cedric the Entertainer, Kevin Hart of the podcast.
Sure.
I'm the eye test guy.
Okay. What does that make you? Louis C.K.?
Well, the one-eyed test guy, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of something, numbers and eye test that's starting to, I'm begrudging to admit the numbers here, but also the eye test here.
Oh, are you finally going to admit that Chet Holmgren's actually starting to come into his own and Gonzaga's good?
I'm going to go beyond that. I think this might actually be the Zags year. I'm pretty much there, and I'll give you 2 reasons why.
Everyone's ignoring them.
3 reasons why.
They had the losses.
1, everyone's ignoring them, right? Everyone's
No
ignoring
pressure.
them. They're not perfect. They need those L's. 2, everyone else stinks.
Do they stink, or is it just everybody's similar talent?
There's no great teams.
No.
And Gonzaga might actually be the closest thing to a great team.
Right. They don't have to be better than they were last year. They just have to be better than everybody else this year.
Right. So, and they are. Like, I think this team is genuinely, it took them a minute, but I think they're genuinely better than everyone else.
And it's not like it's a weak WCC.
Well, that was going to be my third point. This might be the best WCC they've ever played in.
Probably 4 tournament teams.
There's 4 teams that should be in the tournament. Someone might get fucked. In BYU, San Francisco, St. Mary's, and Gonzaga. The other thing, or what's worth noting on that, by the way, is that they have more. The WCC has more top 75 teams than the Pac-12.
Okay, well, this is you just unfairly dunking on the Pac-12. Who don't attack the Pac-12. Pac-12's up this year. If there's ever a conference to go after, it's the ACC this year.
Okay. Well, let's look at the ACC real quick because they're not much better.
Are we doing quad wins here? What are we doing?
This is just Ken Palm rankings.
Okay.
All right. The ACC,
do they factor in the quad 1 wins?
They have their own situation. They have A and B wins essentially. I don't think they don't do the quad like that, but it's basically.
Do you like quads better, or do you like the alphabet better?
They're literally the same thing.
Well, they're labeled different.
Yeah.
What do you prefer?
I guess I like the quad better. I like I like that graphing better, I guess you could say.
Visually, it's better.
Visually, it's way better, for sure. So I'll take the quads, but whatever. The ACC, I don't know how many top 30, 40 teams they have.
Duke.
It's Duke, and then...
Who's the second best team in the ACC right now?
Dude, is it Notre Dame?
It is Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's the only other team that
Wow.
can actually
So the
potentially-
WCC is like markedly better at the top than
Yeah, the ACC is
the
awful this
WCC.
year. Have you not been paying attention?
I have been, but I didn't realize it was that bad. God
North
damn.
Carolina is in a sad state of affairs.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not fucking good. So the WCC might legitimately... Ken Palm has them ranked as the 9th best conference, but that's because their bottom is genuinely dog shit.
Right.
But the top... Like, if you just rank the top 4 teams in each conference, or the top 5 teams in each conference, WCC would be a top 5 conference. So, as far as that goes, Gonzaga, I don't know what you have left to ask of them. They're playing in a good conference. They're a veteran team with a 5-star freshman and a Naismith finalist in Holmgren and Timmy. They've got veteran guards with deep tournament experience. Like, if I told you who this team was without the fucking name on the jersey, you would smash that, right? Like, you would shove that through to your champion.
Do you think... No, I mean, I don't necessarily think they're going to be player of the year.
Holmgren?
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Timmy.
Either.
I think Timmy's a finalist.
Finalist, but no.
I said potential Naismith player of the year. He's going to be a Naismith finalist.
Nobody watches them.
The reporters
Including the
do.
writers.
Yeah, but the writers love Timmy. The writers are like...
His swan song.
Yeah, they love Timmy, and Timmy's like this cool... He's like cool, but also like quirky. And so they like want to like be friends with him. Everyone jacks off Drew Timmy. Every writer, every announcer, they all go fucking bananas for his mustache and his weird celebrations and shit.
Right. I'm just kind of going through the numbers right now. I would probably say it'll be Jabari Smith. No?
Maybe. I don't fucking know.
Just kind of going game by game. 28, 31. Only 9 against A&M, 20 against Arkansas. He doesn't show up against these shitty teams. Like UGA only had 7 points. That's weird.
I don't hate Oscar Shibwe as a
Shibwe too. Yeah.
as a potential as well, just for the way he's fucking rebounding. The only team right now, and this is again, I'm just kind of being a bitch on the numbers here, but the only team right now that I actually think would give Gonzaga fucking problems is Kentucky, because Kentucky has answers at all the parts of the floor that Gonzaga is good at.
Also, Shibwe just doesn't have bad games.
No,
He's just going to give you just stock numbers every game.
Yeah.
And it might not blow you away, but he always comes with those rebounds. He always comes with the same amount of points.
You literally look up and he has 15 rebounds. Like it's like almost like a quiet 15 rebounds.
Right.
And then he'll loudly have like, 20, 25 rebounds some games. He's the number one player in offensive rebound percentage and defensive rebound percentage in the country. He's fucking bananas. Like goddamn, he's good. What is he averaging? Does it say? I don't know. Shibwe could be one too. But so Kentucky's the only team right now that I see that like has all the parts of the floor that are as good as Gonzaga. But none of them are as good except Shibwe. But can Shibwe deal with both Holmgren and Timmy?
And you have a liability at head coach.
Mark Few?
No, Cal.
But Mark Few, I feel like Mark Few is your Scott Drew.
Because he's never won.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And by the way,
he's got the edge now that he has a DUI.
that's true. That helps.
Yeah.
That makes you better. By the way, I forgot this because Gonzaga is always so present in March and everything like that. Only 2 Final Fours.
Yeah.
They're not. Few hasn't really done that much in March.
Well, he created an entire kind of program from nothing.
They're a regular season horse.
Sure, I guess. Bad matchups, man. Just ran into the wrong team at the wrong time.
I guess. I mean, they ran into the last great North Carolina team.
That was an awful national championship, too.
Yeah.
That was not good.
No. But whatever.
They got blown out last year.
Yep.
I think they just kind of started too slow last year against Baylor. They could just never catch up. Because Baylor hopped out to that, 20-point lead, right?
Baylor, it was a double-digit lead. And also
almost immediately.
Yeah, because Baylor just jumped all over them.
Yeah.
They were like, Baylor was like, I don't think you understand how fucking fast we are. And Gonzaga didn't. Because Gonzaga was, quick, you know what I mean? But in, a cute way. In a fun way.
So you're saying, but going back to your earlier point, are you saying there's only 2 teams that can win a national championship this year?
No,
I don't think
no.
that's true.
I don't think I'm not saying that at all, because there's way more than 2 teams that can win.
Who would you say?
How
many teams?
1, 2. I'm not really bought in on Arizona. I love Auburn as 1 for 3.
Why aren't you bought in on Arizona? They literally have everyone back from last year. They went 17-9 last year. The only reason they didn't make the tournament last year was because of self-imposed sanctions.
Yeah, I get that. I don't know.
First year coach.
And the Pac-12. When do they ever win?
Do you not just buy Tommy Lloyd? Maybe Tommy Lloyd was holding Arizona together while Sean Miller
was doing cocaine and getting out of DUIs
and avoiding the FBI.
Yeah. Maybe. And then obviously my Texas Longhorns still a real possibility.
No, they're not. And I'll even admit, Villanova's not a real possibility. They just lost to UConn last night. They blew a 4-point lead with a minute left.
Yeah.
With Danny Hurley thrown out of the game.
Yeah. It's not good. I really only like Gonzaga, Kentucky, and Auburn. And I guess if I had to give a dark horse, let's just give it to UConn to pull another one out of their ass.
I got UConn at the beginning of the season at 75-1 or whatever.
Really?
Yeah. So I have a little UConn flyer.
All right.
That's just kind of been sitting and put $50 on them.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
They're
not going to. It's not like last year with Book Night. If Book Night was still on this team, I would say UConn has a real possibility because I think they're deeper this year, but they just don't have a single guy that can carry them through the tournament and go full Kemba.
Yeah.
James Book Night was that guy, but he's gone, obviously.
And that's what they need. They need the Kemba, Shabazz.
They should be able to bring them back.
Why not?
None of this matters.
Just the alumni. Just have a shitty alumni pop in.
The 3-on-3 tournament?
Yeah. Well, there needs to be a one-on-one tournament for the NBA All-Star Game. That's what I want. 1-on-1, 2-11.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
People would like that better than the NBA season.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, it'd be fucking incredible.
Like a tournament style?
Yeah, every basketball camp I ever went to had a one-on-one tournament. I would always win the Pepsi challenge, which is each spot on the court had a different point value for every shot you made, and I would just do layup after layup after layup, just rack up. I wouldn't miss.
Oh, I thought you would always win the skills competition, passing into the nets and stuff.
No. This is all points based off where you shot, and everybody would always try to keep shooting threes. I would start with the three, and if I hit it, it didn't matter. I would just get the rebound and just go layup for 45 seconds.
It's a layup drill.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I'm gonna hit every layup. They're gonna miss shots.
Is that your life kind of goal?
Yeah, I paperclip people to death.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you one more dark horse, and that would be Arkansas. They're pretty hot, and
Back on the must bus.
I'm back on the must bus.
Also, should we? I feel like we should apologize to JD Note.
Why?
We used to say he was a complete liability.
Yeah.
He's gone off this year.
Yeah.
He's been great. But, that's still in the back pocket. He still might have one of those games where
He tries to shoot his way
we got to
out of
ask BT Bates, like, maybe deep down he might try to be a hero come tournament time and just cost them a game.
I mean, dude, they've been pretty fucking heroic the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They've won 12 of the last 13 games, although their last 3 games are fucking brutal. Kentucky at home, LSU at home, and Tennessee on the road.
He says Note's still a liability.
That's funny. But I do like Arkansas because they play fast and they play elite defense. And they're just the type of team that could like buzzsaw through March. And they were close to doing it last year. So that would be my other dark horse pick, I guess, if I had to fucking pick one. But, they ran into Baylor last year, which was obviously not helpful for them.
Do you buy Purdue this year or no? It's also been since, 2000? Since the last Big Ten team won the national championship?
I kind of don't.
2000, 2001 with Michigan State.
People are going to fall in love with Purdue because they have the best offense in the country. But they're
Jaden Ivey.
What?
You got Jaden Ivey.
Yeah, and they've got fun players and shit like that, but they don't get turnovers, and they just don't. They're not good at getting stops. You know what I mean? Like they let up a pretty good field goal percentage, and they don't get turnovers. It's just somebody's gonna get hot.
Okay, how out are you on Illinois?
Oh, I've never been in on Illinois, ever. Run away from that pick.
So when you're saying when we have a Calcutta for March Madness, and Illinois comes up on the board, you're going to avoid that auction altogether?
All completely. I'm leaving that on the fucking table. Someone's going to think that's a value pick, and that person's going to be fucking wrong.
Like, man, they got so much talent.
Yeah, Corbello and dude, fucking Kofi Coburn is still there. He's like a big black guy like Shibwe, right? He should be. No. Run away from Illinois. Brad Underwood is a fucking awful postseason coach.
And Coburn just gets his lunch packed every time he goes against like a giant white guy.
Yeah.
His shit pushed in by just the Crutwigs of the world.
I was going to say, last year in the tournament, Crutwig was Lenny and Coburn was the rabbit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what happens. Next up, got to talk about the.
Do we like any Big East team before we go? Providence, Villanova. Providence might end up winning the Big East and losing to Villanova twice.
Yeah. UConn is. We talked about that already. UConn. Although if you want one other than UConn, if Marquette makes the tournament, which I think they should, I like Shaka.
Oh, they're for sure making the tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're receiving votes right now
Yeah.
in the AP.
I know. So they should be good. You never know. Sometimes shit gets weird. I like Marquette, though. That team's fun. I think Shaka is on a redemption tour. They've lost. They haven't been great lately, though. I mean, they've lost, 5 of the last 7? Not ideal. Or 4 of their last 6, I'm sorry. But either way, not ideal. Either way, I like Marquette a lot. They should bounce back pretty decently. They play the fucking bottom of the barrel in the Big East to close out the season. Yeah. If I had to go someone other than UConn, I would go Marquette.
Okay.
As a good run in the tournament.
I would say Villanova, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. I think Marquette could pull a Sweet 16.
No, I don't see that.
It depends on the lay of the land.
Not it. I don't shock a redemption tour. Do you hear yourself?
Yeah, I do.
No.
do.
Shaka's first round exit.
That's only to Abilene Christian. That'd be funny if you got pulled Abilene again, though.
Or just some, like, Green Bay, Wisconsin or something.
Yeah.
Just lost to them.
The Wisconsin version of Abilene Christian.
Yeah.
Next up, Juwan Howard violently beat a man nearly to death on the sideline at the end of the Michigan-Wisconsin game.
It was classless.
Awful.
It was one of the worst things I've seen in professional sport now.
It's one of the worst things.
I mean, we touched on it earlier. He pushed a guy's face. But some of the reporters on Twitter and just kind of covering the whole situation were just like, he threw a punch. It's like, man, how many fights have you ever been in?
They're sports reporters, so.
0?
Yeah.
Combined?
Yeah. Man, it is.
He mushed a guy's face while he was being kind of carried away.
Yeah. I mean, it was a dick move, and it was a little bit of a bitch move, and he was being a big whiny bitch about everything. Like about the timeout that Wisconsin called and the Wisconsin coach getting in his face about him trying to.
Greg Gard.
Yeah, but about Juwan Howard just trying to be a dick and not shake his hand because he called a timeout.
Right.
When Howard was fucking.
And now Izzo's like kind of dunking on Howard because, Michigan State's got to do that. Just saying
why
that
not?
you should always, it doesn't matter how bad you get your ass beat, you got to go shake that man's hand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's got to be rough for like Juwan Howard, who is a superstar college basketball player, an all-star NBA player, and then like
Was he an all-star?
I'm pretty sure he was.
I honestly only remember Juwan Howard as like a bench player for the Heat.
I think he had some good years before.
I don't think he was ever an all-star.
Well, he was a first-round pick.
Yeah.
No, he was an NBA All-Star in 1996.
Okay.
NBA All-Third Team in 96. Two-time NBA champion.
Yeah. He was on those
The Heat
LeBron,
teams.
Dwayne Wade teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like a player coach.
Yeah.
Like a 12th man assistant.
Yeah. He's got rings. But like you're an all-star and you see this like fucking toad walking towards you that just handed you your lunch.
That no one likes.
No
Not
one
even the
likes.
Wisconsin players like Greg Gard.
Yeah.
Greg Gard is a total, he's a fucking toad. He is a toad. Yeah, it's the perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, some little toad man is walking towards you. He has just fucked you up. Like he has just dismantled your team. And then he's like, "Hey, respect me." Yeah, you'd probably start smacking people too.
Yeah. But he didn't go after Greg Gard. He went after the assistant.
Well, but that's because
Or
the assistant.
game manager.
First off, the
whatever.
assistant was pretty toady as well. So
A lot of Wisconsin folk are kind of toady.
yeah, it's just you got these fucking sentient cheese curds getting in your fucking face. And you're a goddamn NBA All-Star.
Yeah. I will say as retribution, Greg Gard, that assistant, should get one lick on Phil Martelli,
Who's that?
the now filling coach for Michigan.
Oh, okay. He gets a free swing.
I mean, he was a former head coach at St. Joe's. How do you not know who Phil Martelli is?
I don't know. Don't care. Wow, St. Joe's.
You don't remember the fucking Jameer Nelson team?
Yeah, I remember Jameer Nelson. I remember Jameer Nelson. I'm not from Philadelphia. I don't know the inner workings.
Big Five basketball, Rob.
Fucking fourth tier Philly fucking schools.
That's a shame. That team went undefeated.
Like, where would you even rank? I had friends that went to St. Joe's too, but like, you've got to put Villanova and Temple ahead of it at least in terms of notoriety.
Well, Nova's obviously one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Temple would be two. St. Joe's, yeah, either 3 or 4.
Depending on how well you think of Penn, I guess.
And Drexel, a low 5.
Yeah, Drexel will come in at 5. Yeah. But Juwan Howard suspended for 5 games for his, again, violent attack on a Wisconsin player. But I do think, in a way, Juwan Howard benefited.
Oh, yeah.
And Michigan benefited.
Because, complete distraction from their disappointing season.
Yep. Now it makes him seem passionate. I can tell you as a Missouri fan, one thing that drives Missouri fans crazy is that Conzo Martin's too nice and too calm all the time, and like we'll lose by 40 to some like mediocre team, and it'll be like, just got to keep grinding. Boys played hard, not hard enough. Always looking to tomorrow.
Get back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Michigan finds a way to ride this momentum into the NIT? Like,
yeah, right.
What?
Ooh, incredible. Actually, it would be rad if they won the Big Ten tournament.
Phil Martelli takes over, changes the culture around.
But he's only coaching for the rest of the regular season, I think.
Right, it was a 5-game suspension.
Yeah, any postseason, Howard would be back.
Okay.
So they do whatever for the rest of the regular season, doesn't matter. Play in the Big Ten tournament, win out on the back of Howard's.
No, Phil Martelli gets hot. Juwan Howard is like, I don't want to get in the way of this. Phil, you got to take over.
No, Phil Martelli gets too hot. Juwan Howard attacks him violently during practice.
You don't want to fuck with Phil Martelli. I'll tell you that.
He's got that Philly scrap.
He's got shooters.
Okay. Sure. I mean, I feel like Jameer Nelson would stab Juwan Howard, like if he called him.
Not Nelson, but definitely Motorcycle Boy.
Dan, can't you say that all college basketball coaches have shooters?
Yes, they all do, technically. Well, some don't. A lot of actually, especially in college basketball, a lot of guys do not have good three-point shooters.
None of them do, really.
Who was the homeboy that dated LeBron's mom?
Dante West?
Dante West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was on that team as well?
You don't remember Dante West on St. Joe's? Yeah, it was Jameer Nelson and Dante West.
Okay.
Yeah. He also got pulled over on his motorcycle with like an arsenal of illegal guns.
Right. Was that before or after he was living with Mark Cuban?
That's before.
Okay. And then he went to Mark Cuban's
he
home
was
for basketball players.
Mark Cuban found him on the side of the road and took him in.
Okay.
Like a lost pup.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for Mark. But yeah, okay. Don't fuck with Martelli. Delonte West will pop out of a dumpster and murder you. I guess. I don't fucking know. But honestly, does that like where is Juwan Howard's job in any trouble at this point?
I mean,
It's a bad year,
Beeline's out there. He's available.
right?
Just bring him back? I don't think so. Probably not.
Bayline? No, you don't bring. He's too old.
No, but Howard's only been there 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years. Kind of coasting on a little bit of what was built for him, I guess. But like, who gives a shit, right? He's still recruiting like a motherfucker.
I guess.
Yeah.
I can't tell you if I've been keeping up with the Michigan basketball recruiting.
No, they do well recruiting, I
Okay.
believe. So that is what that is. I don't think he's in any trouble yet, but I mean, he can't keep being shitty, right?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, Dickinson. I mean, he has Dickinson for another 2 years, right?
Yeah. I mean, and they were in the Elite Eight last year.
Yes, they'll be fine next year.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Next up, this is my favorite story of maybe the year. Texas Tech fans embarrass UT fans in Austin.
Oh, so this actually happened before the game in Lubbock, right? They were like, "You think the situation with Chris Beard in Lubbock is bad? Wait till we get to Austin."
Yeah. And they kept their fucking promise.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, the background, Chris Beard was Texas Tech's coach, took him to a Final Four, then he leaves for UT, which Texas Tech, UT doesn't consider Tech a rival really, but Tech obviously considers UT a rival.
Right.
In-state, blah, blah, blah. But Beard went to UT, was a basketball manager at UT, so I wouldn't really hold a lot of animosity towards. I'd be
I think it's the way
annoyed,
he left.
but probably. That's
It's kind
fine.
of, yeah, and it's never gonna work out the way you want it to. Like, you're leaving. Sure, Texas doesn't see Tech as a rival,
Right.
but Tech hates Texas.
Yes. And that's all you need.
And he knows that.
Yeah.
He was on that side.
Yeah.
He knows how much all the Tech fans hate Texas.
Yeah.
So he knew what he was signing up for.
Mm-hmm. And he's in it now. He's in the shit now. Obviously, it's not going to be sustained like this forever. But for the first couple years,
Well, yeah, because they're going to the SEC.
Oh, yeah.
So they won't be able to play
forgot
each
about
other.
that. Yeah, so there won't even be a problem in like a year or two. But they're getting every fucking piece of Texas they can right now. So Tech played UT in Austin, second part of their, 2 games that they play every season. Tech won that game in Austin in the Irwin Center.
Right.
61-55.
Probably a home game for Tech.
Well, that's the thing. You're thinking, oh yeah, they beat him twice. That's bad for Chris Beard. It's not the bad part. That's not what embarrassed Texas.
Texas fans don't show up.
Texas fans. Not only did Texas fans not show up, Texas fans were asked to leave because Tech fans had bought their seats. So I'm gonna read you this sort of series of tweets from Brad Townsend.
Okay, because from my understanding too, weren't University of Texas administrations trying to combat this by giving tickets away to students to come for free?
They were trying. Didn't work.
But the Tech fans just bought the tickets?
Yep.
Yeah.
So Dallas Morning News sports reporter Brad Townsend kind of breaks it down on his Twitter. He said, clusterfuck at UT Tech. Daughter among the UT students who got to arena early, waited in line for 2 hours, finally got into the Irwin Center, at which point already so many tickets were sold to Tech fans that the students were taken to the upper deck area, right? So they were taken to the second rim. Then
To the toilet?
yeah, no, they got upper decked. Then, 15 minutes before tip-off, students were told to leave the arena by arena staff because Tech fans had actually already bought those seats. So they waited in line. Let me see what day this was, too. February 19th. Okay.
I mean, you live in Lubbock. What, do you have anything better to do?
You literally
than
fucking
road trip
don't.
to Austin
No,
and just
you
kind of take your sweet time?
absolutely have nothing to do other than troll UT fans, basically. I don't fucking know. Let's see, though. On the 19th, it was a low of 32 degrees. Mm-hmm. So these UT fans probably were a little chilly while they were waiting for their tickets, waiting to get in to see the Tech game. Didn't get in, got kicked out. But it goes on from there. Out of 50-plus who had to leave, his daughter was among the resourceful ones who found a way to stay. Her and 5 friends shared 3 seats. Texas Tech fans according to Austin Massey, just another guy on Twitter, Tech fans were as loud, if not louder, than the actual home UT crowd. Not surprising there.
No.
But best of all, right after the tip-off, a tortilla landed on the court at the feet of Chris Beard.
Oh, man, it would have been great if it just landed on his head. Just a perfect that would have been too perfect of a college basketball moment.
Yeah. So UT played a fucking road game at home against Texas Tech and lost and got tortillaed before the game even started, basically.
Triple crown right there.
That's all you need. Now, granted, Texas Tech fans did have to drive back into the cloud of animal shit that is Lubbock.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I will say this, actually. Look out for Tech.
Yeah, aren't they like top 10 in the country right now? Top
Yeah,
11?
I think they're in the top 10. And number 1 defense in the country. That was what really intrigues me.
Yeah, it's not like Chris Beard left the team high and dry.
Right, and that's what's weird about them being mad at Chris Beard, because usually that's what you're mad about, right, is they left the cupboard bare. They didn't do any recruiting because they knew they were leaving.
Like the only guy that left really is Mac McClung.
Fuck Mac McClung.
Went to the NBA.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of, right? Is he on the Lakers? I think he's on like the practice squad or something,
Yeah,
right?
something like that. I don't know.
Some G League team.
Yeah, who cares? But, I mean, yeah, Tech is pretty fucking elite defensively. Not bad offensively. They can't hit threes or free throws, though, so I could see that being an issue. But, man, they play some good-ass defense. But, yeah, is that pretty much as on-brand for UT as you could have possibly imagined?
Yeah, but it's Texas as a brand that this has just become their brand.
Yeah.
It's just being apathetic.
Laissez-faire completely.
We know we're pretty mediocre at sports, but we don't care anymore.
See, can I tell you what I've heard a lot of them say, like online?
Like, oh, cool, man. Like, you won a game? Our facilities are better.
Yeah, look at our facilities that I don't get to use. Yeah, man.
We got so much money.
There's another thing that UT fans say that's actually... So I used to think the worst fucking thing, like the lamest fucking thing a college sports fan could say was, yeah, but our revenue, dude, like, what? Who cares?
Yeah, look how much we bring in.
What? That
I
doesn't
see none of.
That doesn't benefit you in any fucking way. It barely benefits the school. Like a winning sports program benefits the school more than the sports program just bringing in a lot of money.
Yeah, but they did put ESPN into a giant financial hole,
Which is funny.
so that's sick.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. I'll give them that for sure. But they say this new thing now that is so painfully just desperate.
Baseball school.
I wish. I fucking wish. Like, I wish it was even that. It's so desperate that you have to just, like, I wish I could just look these people in the eyes and be like, that can't be what you're going with. Can't, like,
Is it what UCF does?
what?
We always talk about how well-rounded our entire program, like every athletic program is.
There's
Yeah.
a name for that award, right? If it's like the Visa Award or the Sears Cup. I think Sears Cup, maybe.
It's the something cup.
It's like, wait till you see our women's soccer
Yeah, it's
team.
like, I mean, but honestly, that does boost a school's like persona and notoriety. Better than just being like a football school or a basketball school.
Yeah, UCF's an everything school, guys.
It does not boost their notoriety more than being just a really good football school.
No, I mean, being national champion football school brings in a bunch of new freshmen.
But wait till you see the volleyball team.
I mean, yeah, wait till you see the volleyball team, brah.
Yeah, right. I believe it's the Directors Cup or something like that.
Okay.
Either way, they talk about how all of their sports it's not just football and basketball, dude. Like, all of our fucking sports, because they just won that. Stanford usually wins it a lot, but
Yeah.
UT won it. And I'll admit, UT does maybe have the best athletic program overall in the country. They're great at Olympic sports,
Golf.
great at golf.
Just I mean, they have, you look at anybody on tour right now, a good bit of them are from UT.
Yeah. Great softball
Spieth,
school.
You got Scheffler, you got fucking Doug Gim.
Bo Hostler.
Bo Hosler.
Yeah. But here's the fucking thing. No one fucking cares. No one cares. No one. It's fun, I admit. I would love to go to the College World Series. I would love to go to the College Softball World Series. That sounds like a fun place to drink 20 beers, right? Like, that all sounds fucking rad. I've kind of like been in the same city when the volleyball championships were going on, and that was a really fun environment. I didn't go to the game, so that was a really fun environment. All of that's great. No one fucking cares.
Right.
No one cares.
No.
If that's your argument, especially, that would actually be a great argument for like Missouri or UCF to make, right? Like, well, we're kind of good in everything, so that's something. But
Because we're grasping for straws.
yeah, you can't make that argument if you're fucking Texas.
Guys, a cold fall night out watching women's soccer. You got a blanket on. You're drinking beers.
You almost didn't sell me on that. And honestly, that still doesn't sound that great.
Metal bleachers like in high school.
Ugh. That is actually the brutal part about, that's why I never went to a college baseball game at Mizzou or softball game, is because those games are like in February and March and shit. It's too fucking cold.
It's miserable. And if it was nice out, you'd be drinking.
Right. I'd be on the roof of Big 12.
Yeah, we didn't have
Exactly.
that problem in Orlando.
Right, yeah. No excuse for you.
No.
But yeah, that's what Texas fans say now, and it's troubling, and I hate it. And please don't ever.
I actually love it because I hate Texas. So
You like to see like them.
I'm
stoop
starting to
that low.
revel
Yeah.
in their just shittiness.
It's honestly funny too, because this is like a dickhole argument. You know, it's like the memes where it's like, oh yeah, you like history, like name 5 like Austrian emperors or something. You know, like that type.
And
of
I
thing.
didn't even I didn't even hate Texas before I got here. It was just being surrounded by Texas fans that have made me just loathe the university as a whole.
Right, but you don't hate them because they're like in your face, like. Bleh!
No.
You hate them because they're like such aloof dickholes.
Yep. They're essentially just old money, right?
Yeah, they are.
They're old money trust fund kids who have done nothing with their lives.
Yeah, it's the worst. I mean, I've been at a UT party or like a party with UT alums, like really young UT alums. I would think I was like 28. They were all like 22, 23. But it was me and Matt, and a UT tournament game was on. Like, they're playing Michigan in the NCAA tournament. And me and Matt were like, aren't you guys going to watch this? And they're like, what? Watch what? We're like, the UT game. And they're like, it's not. What UT game? What season is it? And we were just like, I want to. It was a crawfish boil, and I think we wanted to boil them all alive, like just one by one.
And there's nothing
put them in
better
the
than going out. Maybe it's like a Texas bar, anywhere in Austin. They just always play the 2005 Vince Young game.
Yeah.
On repeat.
Yeah.
And they just stroke off to that.
I believe you can actually request that on demand at Vince Young Steakhouse.
Yeah, there's no doubt that is on 24/7.
No, but I've actually seen it done at a Grand X party. They were like, put on the game.
The game, too.
The game.
Right? Yeah.
The game. And they put on the game.
It's almost 20 years ago, my guys.
Yeah. It's not.
It's pathetic.
Move on. Yeah. Imagine, like, if in 2005 someone was doing that from shit from 85. You would be like, what? That happened a million years ago.
The Villanova-Georgetown game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Well, anyway, fuck UT. But you know what? You know what I say the opposite of fuck it to?
Gambling?
MyBookie.com.
Yes.
If you love sports and you love making money, then you need to go to MyBookie.com. It is the place for you. Not only does betting with MyBookie.com make every game more exciting, but when you sign up using the promo code DrinkinBros, your first deposit will be instantly doubled up to $1,000. With thousands of bets to make on all your favorite sports, there's no shortage of ways for you to win at MyBookie. On top of having amazing lines and props, by the way, are the best way to win money. That is according to MyBookie, by the way, not just me. MyBookie has literally said that. MyBookie is also home to several exclusive contests. They do a bracket challenge every year where the prize is like $50,000 or something like that.
Yeah. They also have really juicy golf odds.
Yeah. You were saying that the other day. They were better odds than you've
seen. Better odds
in
than
other
I've seen anywhere else. Yeah,
Yeah.
like Sam Ryder was 110-1. CT Pan 60-1. Those are my two picks
Get on
this
that.
week
Check
for Honda.
That show dropped yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, and then you can go check out my top 5, my top 20s.
Yeah.
Check out that show. It's on this feed as well.
Dan's a fucking savant at that shit. You need to check it out. So get off the couch and get in the game with MyBookie.com and turn your love of sports into your new side hustle. Fuck Uber. Head to MyBookie today and use the promo code DrinkinBros to get your first deposit instantly doubled up to $1,000 and start winning today. Bet anything, anytime, anywhere.
With my bookie.
Goddamn right.
Don't be a pussy. Bet with my bookie.
Agreed. Speaking of gambling, got some picks.
Yeah.
Got some games to pick. This is going from today all the way to next Tuesday.
To the end of the year.
No. All the way to next Tuesday. Just that far into the future.
Okay.
It's hard to do it otherwise. All these lines are from KenPom. Because actually I didn't pick any games from today. There weren't any. Maybe I did pick. Whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, these lines are from KenPom. Those are usually right on the line. Right on the number. So we'll just get into it. We got Ross Patterson's Ohio State Buckeyes at Illinois. Illinois is a 5-point favorite at home. I don't trust Illinois. Ross was telling me before the show that Ohio State has been kind of crapping the bed down the stretch of games. Like, they'll still win, but they're iffy at the end of games.
Just lost to Iowa, too, I believe.
Iowa's not bad, though. Iowa's a good team. And actually, Iowa needed that win really badly because they had a fucking awful loss at home to Michigan.
Yeah, but they've won 2 straight since then against Ohio State and someone else.
Yeah. But they lost a real easy take care of business game. Mm-hmm. So they needed to get one back to,
And they have.
And they did. So I don't think that loss is as bad as it sounds. I mean, and Iowa's good also, so that's fine. But I kind of like Ohio State here with 5 points.
Against Illinois?
Yeah. I'm not going to say they win. I'm not going to moneyline that or anything, but I kind of like Ohio State to cover that. I don't like Illinois at all.
Right. We got Ross popping in right now.
Can I recommend a teaser for you?
Sure.
A little
What's the
4-pointer.
over-under on that game?
The over-under on that game is going to be...
Roughly.
roughly. Let me find this here.
Either way, 4 points.
Okay, you get 4 points with the over, and you get 4 points on the spread. Take Ohio State
9
up to 9, but let's see what that over-under is real quick.
The over-under is going to be about 140. 43.
Take that up, and then take the under.
Take the under.
Yeah.
Ohio State +9 in the
Bang,
under.
bang at Ohio State +9 under. I don't think they're going to be – that's a 75-75 game. No way.
Yeah,
No way.
the Ken Pom projected score is Illinois 74, Ohio State 69.
69.
All right.
69.
I love that. I love that fucking advice. I'm down to do that. What do you think?
Illinois wins easy.
Illinois wins easy?
Yeah.
All right. Fine. Why not? This next one, we talked about them earlier. We talked about our love for the WCC. Gonzaga on the road at a team I picked as my preseason tournament dark horse to like make noise, not to necessarily like.
If you're going to San Francisco.
We just got dinged on YouTube. Gonzaga, I do love San Francisco, and I think they're going to be a scary team that's going to fuck someone up in the tournament. But Gonzaga is a 10-point favorite on the road at San Francisco.
Give me the points. Home dog? Yeah.
Taking the home dog?
Yeah.
I like Gonzaga to win by like 15.
Whatever.
I love Gonzaga is they've fully hit their stride. I like Gonzaga to roll at San Francisco.
Nah.
Okay.
San Francisco +10?
Yeah, San Francisco plus
I'll
10
take the
at
10
home.
points at home.
Okay. It'll probably be a good crowd. I don't know. Well, assuming people are allowed in the building. I'm not really sure what California, like San Francisco's situation is as a city.
It's day by day.
And how those students are as a group, right? They're the type of, they seem like the type of students that would be like.
Probably better than Texas fans, though.
That's true. That is true. I like Gonzaga to fucking roll, though, on that one.
Okay. We disagree again.
For those who don't know, that gun he just picked up is like some put your eye out shit. You can do it? There you go. Almost hit me on the rebound. UCLA.
That's perfect, though. I knew I wasn't going to hit the lens. I hit it right in the tripod.
Love that. UCLA at Oregon. UCLA -6.
At Oregon?
At Oregon.
Yeah, give me the Ducks, baby.
I'm taking UCLA. I might buy up a half point just to get it at 5.5, but I like UCLA. I think Oregon's done. I think they're dead. They just lost to fucking Arizona.
Dead in the water?
Yeah, dead Ducks. They just lost to Arizona State.
At ASU.
At ASU. I don't care. They lost by almost 30. Like, Arizona State kicked.
Look, listen, when Oregon doesn't show up, they just don't show up.
Yeah, they also lost to Cal.
I appreciate that. It's like, we'll pack it in for next game.
Fine. They lost to Cal at home. Fuck Oregon. UCLA rolls. Next up, this one I found kind of interesting because I feel like this is a fucking coin toss. Kansas at Baylor.
Can't wait to hear your prediction here.
Baylor -4. I don't love it. I don't feel good about Baylor this year. Baylor's not Baylor. The Baylor's not last year's Baylor. I know they're 4th in Ken Pom. KU's 5th.
Are you saying that they're not mean?
What?
Are you saying Baylor is not mean this year?
They're not mean this year. They're not as mean as they could be. Not as mean as they were, I should say.
After you taste some championship glory, it's hard to be as mean.
It is. It fucking is. Now,
Life's a little better.
Kansas lost to UT on the road by 3. Don't point down my fucking face, dude. Mm-hmm. I look at this trigger discipline. It's dog shit. I like
this pick wisely.
I like Kansas to cover. I don't know who wins, but I like Kansas to cover.
Kansas wins the game outright.
You could be fucking right. I'm dead serious. Like, I don't like Baylor. I'm not a fan of Baylor. I feel like Baylor's an early round upset unless they get a nice draw. Yeah, I like Kansas to cover here. You like Kansas to win outright. Next up, screams fucking trap game to me. Kentucky -4 at Arkansas. That arena is going to be about as hostile as you can possibly imagine. Kentucky's really fucking good. I think they are a Final Four team, but this is about as hard of a road game as you can get in college basketball.
Sure.
Especially with a big-ass name like Kentucky coming in.
Yeah, but they just did this with Auburn, right?
Yes.
I think JD Note is going to try to play a little hero ball. I think he's going to go like...
Sticking with the theme.
Yeah, he's going to go like 3 for 21 And I think Kentucky wins this game.
Kentucky lost by 13 to Tennessee on the road just last week. Love the home dog here. Give me Arky.
I think Kentucky covers.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Got another home dog that is bananas to me. I guess, even though we just said we didn't like them very much. Purdue, 2-point favorite on the road at Michigan State.
Purdue easy. Michigan State's. I don't buy any Michigan State stock.
None?
None.
You don't even like a home win?
0.
Michigan State is a tournament team, maybe a bubble team. They've been awful lately.
Michigan State's 7 seed, maybe.
Yeah. They've been terrible lately. They've only won 1 game out of their last fucking 6. And they've only got 3 wins in their 4 wins in their I mean, they've been 4 wins in the last 10, 11. They've been pretty fucking bad. They need to win. Like, they have to win.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Yeah. Purdue, on the other hand, Purdue's kind of playing to be whether they want to be a 1, 2, or a 3 seed. So, I don't know. I kind of like Michigan State to get up.
I think Purdue wins easy. Wins by double digits.
All right.
On the road.
I might flip my shit on that.
No one man should have all this power.
It's a lot of power. Yeah. I don't like it. I don't like that you have it. I hate that these guns are here. I feel safer with the real guns than I do with the Nerf guns. I really do. Next up, another Gonzaga game, rivalry game. Throw the record books out. Gonzaga, 7-point favorites on the road at St. Mary's. That gun's dickless. That one doesn't even fucking matter.
It looks badass, though. It looks like a Gatling. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to take you out. What was the game? Sorry, I was distracted.
I know you. I know you weren't listening.
Yeah.
At least you're not on your phone for this.
This
show.
is now a Nerf gun review channel.
What?
It's a Nerf gun review channel now.
I think we're a little late to that game, to be quite honest.
Okay, fair.
That is what we are now,
Oversaturated
though,
market
yeah.
now.
Zags -7 at St. Mary's. St. Mary's is one of the other WCC tournament teams.
Okay, so Gonzaga coming off a close win against San Francisco. I think they take care of business here against St. Mary.
Anytime Gonzaga in the regular season is less than a 10-point favorite in conference, I think you fucking smash that. I don't care where they're playing. I don't care if they're playing in an arena full of just the guy who stabbed Monica Seles cloned 1,000 times, and they all have to dress up like Monica Seles. I think I take that line. Oh, good. You're on your phone again.
I'm looking at the comments right now. I'm seeing what they're contributing. And it's not much about this game.
Yeah, probably not. Next up, Texas Tech on the road at TCU. Texas Tech 5-point favorite.
TCU, the Frogs are dead.
I love this Tech line.
Give me Lubbock.
Yeah, love this Tech line. Do you think they show out to that too, just for fun?
No, I don't
Little
think they
weekend
have.
in Fort Worth.
Just kind of hit it.
If there's one place,
Hit Fort Worth back on the way
yeah.
to Lubbock.
If
Nah,
there's
I don't
one
think
place
so.
people,
It's kind of out of the way.
Fort Worth is like metropolitan to people from Lubbock.
Although, do you have to go up to like I-10 to go over to Lubbock?
I don't know, and I don't care.
No, okay.
Yeah, but I love Tech here, only -5. I think that's a good ass line.
Yeah.
SMU this is your conference here. SMU at Houston, your favorite team.
Yeah.
Houston -11 at home against SMU.
Give me the ponies.
You like them ponies to cover?
Yeah.
I love the Cougs. I think the Cougs fucking kick their dicks in.
Well, we all know I don't like Kelvin Sampson. He's a cheater. Mm-hmm. He's a fraud.
To be fair, you don't like Cal or Bruce Pearl either. Mm-hmm. But you like Wade.
I like Will Wade.
And I think you like Sean Miller.
I love Sean Miller. But Sean Miller's not employed right now.
Yeah, I don't know what do you like, you don't like Bruce Pearl, right? We said that?
I do not care for Bruce Pearl.
Yeah,
no.
so you're
I like guys that are overly scummy.
Okay.
I like Cal as a person and as a recruiter. I don't like him as a coach.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think
you
he's
just
a
don't
bad
like him
coach.
between the lines.
Yeah, he's a bad coach.
Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I like the Cougs to roll here. I feel like, I don't know, they're just in shit-kicking mode right now. SMU's okay, but they're not that good. At home, Houston will show out.
SMU needs it.
Do they? Are they even close to the tournament right now?
SMU needs it.
I don't think they do. But what the fuck do I know? I actually want to look them up real quick. They are actually a borderline tournament team.
Yeah.
They do need this win. I'll give you that. Still like Houston.
I'll take double digits.
Okay.
11? I'll take that 11.
Yeah. Here's another Purdue line that to me sounds even sketchier than the last one I told you. It actually doesn't make sense to me that it's the same one as the last one I told you. Purdue, -2 at Wisconsin. Home dog. Wisconsin's not shitty like Michigan State.
Right, Wisconsin's much. They're a weekend 2 type team.
Yeah.
So I will take Greg Gard and his toadness.
Yeah.
And, they're going to kiss that frog, and it's going to turn into a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Wisconsin wins.
I think they win. I love the money line on that. Fuck it. I can't believe Purdue's a favorite at all. Now, my guess is that line's going to change because there's a game or two before that, but not by that much. I would guess Purdue remains the favorite, barring an injury.
It might be a pick 'em.
Could end up being a pick 'em, yeah. But I love Wisconsin to win this game. And honestly, even if you get it Wisconsin like 1.5, I'm down with that too. -1. I mean, Wisconsin favored by 1. I'll take that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, is what it is. That's all I got. You got any final college basketball thoughts?
It's getting to be that time of year where people start paying attention. And I'm just excited for the tournament to start. I'm excited for the conference tournaments to start.
To glean way too much from the conference tournaments.
Yeah, I want to make all of my judgments off just like in the moment type situations.
Yeah.
You know, Georgetown wins the Big East somehow again.
Well, that is how Oregon State did everything last year.
Oregon State has like 3 wins this year, by the way.
Yeah.
They brought back like everyone.
Yeah, because
They were an
terrible.
Elite 8 team, and I think check see how many wins they actually have right now.
All right.
So tell me Oregon State's record, the Beavs, an Elite 8 team, just last year.
Oregon State is currently 3-22 with wins over Utah somehow, Nicholls State, and Portland State.
And they brought back essentially their entire team.
Yeah. To be fair, last year they were
3 wins, Rob. 3.
3. Yep. Only reason they made the tournament last year is they somehow won the Pac-12 tournament.
And then got hot. But 3 wins. They won more than 3 games last year, right?
They won 3 games in the Pac-12 tournament last year. They won 3 games in the NCAA tournament last year. They've only won 3 games total this. They're saving it for the tournament.
If they were going another run again.
Oh my God. They're so bad that if they won the national championship, they still wouldn't be anywhere near over 500.
No.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be close to like 3-3-3.
What do you think went wrong with Wayne Tinkle's team?
Maybe the Tinkle Magic's gone.
I think it's got to be the Tinkle Tingle.
Now is Tinkle a little hot right now?
Got a hot seat. I mean, God, you take a team like Oregon State to an Elite 8. I feel like you got to just give the guy 3 years.
But then you win 3 games?
You got to give him a little bit of time, right? Like, fuck.
What time?
I don't know. Something.
You're essentially running out a CYO squad.
God, they did bring everyone back.
3 games.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking
Not
bad.
in conference.
Yeah.
Overall. 3-23? 3-22? Is that what you said?
3-22.
Ugh.
25 games, 3 wins.
I would just claim we had COVID again and just
Yeah, I would
call the season.
Absolutely, just start coughing on all your players.
It's like everyone else is kind of over.
Or you could pull a Coach K, and he could personally just be like
Exhaustion.
Yeah,
Yeah, he just left the other game this week for exhaustion.
Yeah. How long does Coach K stay on the sideline when he's losing to a lower seeded team in the tournament?
By half, I think Shire's going to be running out.
Yeah.
As
Coach
the
K's
interim
exhausted.
coach. Yeah.
Yeah.
His back will start to go.
Yeah.
He might take a knee. Like Coach K will just be on the knee and like pretend to have like some type of heart palpitations.
I buy that.
He's a coward.
He is. Mike Krzyzewski, West Point graduate, coward.
Giant coward.
Giant coward. Can't disagree. I don't think he was in Nom or anything. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck Coach K.
Yeah, fuck
but
Coach
it doesn't matter. They're going to win the national championship this year because that's just what's in the cards.
I would
because
definitely look for them to get a few extra calls.
They'll get the
come
extra
March.
calls. You'll have the Coach K devil magic. And, yeah, I mean, just the perfect picture, storybook ending.
Perfect.
Fuck Duke.
Fuck Duke. We'll see you guys later.